So it's day 9. I made it. Um, Pretty much all day today has just been a rest day. Um, yeah, slept in, eating food all day, which is really nice. And I got certified in first aid and CPR and AED again. So that was cool. It was really boring. I already knew everything that was on it. I guess it was good to have a refresher. So I think I'm gonna review some of the gear that I bought that I'm using for this trip. Maybe it'll help some of you guys pick your gear out. Um, Some of the stuff I bought was good. Other stuff, eh. So, stay tuned. So the first piece of gear I'm going to review with you is the Osprey Atmos 65 AG. Not sure what the AG stands for, but this is their anti-gravity style pack. As you can see, I've probably walked 70 to 80 miles on it so far. It's holding up pretty well. It's a pretty decent pack. It's actually really nice because the way it fits and hugs your body, it just feels really nice. And it weighs about 4 pounds, which is quite a bit lighter than my other pack. And it's almost, you can't notice it when you're wearing it at first. But you can definitely notice it when you get wearing it though. So it's actually got a lot of pockets for an Osprey. Has 2 pretty large ones up front. If I can do this one-handed. It's got a pretty large one up front here. It goes pretty deep in, and that's on both sides. One there, one there. It's got a pretty large front pocket, which I stuff my stuff into. And also, it's got these pockets on your hip waist supports. So that's cool. It holds up pretty decent. The actual waistband, you can adjust it with the straps, or you can actually adjust it even more with the pull-out things here. I'm not really sure what they're called. So some things I've noticed, maybe some quick little hints are, you can either put your water bottles in up top here, or you can stick them in this way, so you can get them while you're backpacking. It's kind of difficult to put the bottle back in on top when you're backpacking with the backpack on. So your best bet is to put it in the sides here and walk with it. But it doesn't really feel too secure for me. And it's still pretty hard to get it in and sometimes out. So something I have noticed as well is this thing, the chest support, it has a habit of coming off of the bag, and that's kind of annoying. So something to watch out for. It actually just clips back on there, this little black piece right here. Haven't had a chance to do it yet though. I mean, other than that, the only real complaint I actually have about the bag is after walking on a 35-mile hike this past week, I got a pretty big bruise on my lower backbone from, must be something in here, but I don't know what it was, but it hurts, and it's just something from this backpack, so that's something to watch out for. Well, hope this video helps. It's got pockets up here. It's got a small pocket up top. It's got another bigger pocket, typical normal backpack stuff, in there. And it opens right up. It's got the fly top piece. And then you can open up into the backpack. And there's kind of like this weather rain guard thing that opens up. And then pretty much just open it up, and that's it. This next piece of equipment I'd like to review is the Marmot Sorcerer sleeping bag. It's supposed to be good down to 20 degrees. I mean, it's pretty comfortable, pretty squishy. I think it's got the Spirofill stuff in it. This is the long edition, and it fits me pretty good. So I'm 6'2" and I fit in it pretty well. Sometimes the zipper will get snagged on you, and that's kind of annoying when you're trying to get out of the bag in the middle of the night. But I have to say I'm not really too happy with this purchase. I got this from Sierra Trading Post for I think $74 shipped. You know, it's comfortable to lay in, but you kind of have to adjust yourself constantly. It's either too hot or it's too cold. Consistent. I've never had a happy medium. 40-degree weather to 20-degree weather. I'm either sweating or I'm freezing. So that's something to keep in mind when you buy this bag. If it's really cold, you're going to have to layer up. If it's really hot, you're going to have to kind of layer up anyways, just to kind of open the bag up to sleep outside of it. So, thanks for watching. This review is of the EMS Eastern Mountain Sport Stormfront jacket shell. This is probably my favorite piece of equipment I bought. It's really great. It's waterproof. The water really just beads right off of it, and I did some pretty serious hiking in this in the rain, and I mean I was sweaty, and this thing, it breathed right through it really good. I mean, when I took this thing off, it wasn't really wet inside at all, and it was just a really good jacket. It's made with the EMS System 3, so it's kind of like a Gore-Tex, I guess you could say. The water just really beads right off of it, nothing goes through, and it works really great in the wind. It's pretty light, probably about half a pound if I had to guess. One thing I would say if you do buy this jacket is I'm a large and I bought it in extra large so I could layer up in it, so that's something to keep in mind when you buy it. It's just a really nice jacket. It fits really well. It's got 2 side pockets, one on either side, and it has 1 chest pocket up here. Oh, excuse me. 1 chest pocket right here, and it actually has arm vents. I don't know if you can really see it. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. And it's a good functioning jacket, and this is probably my favorite piece of equipment that I bought this season. Scarpa Kailash, I believe it's called. I think it's that boot. So I bought these boots on clearance, and it's a good thing because they're not good for what I'm doing. I still paid quite a bit for them. So, I mean, I wore them for 1 winter and they're pretty good. And, you know, they kind of got wet during winter. And, you know, I waterproofed them with the correct stuff. I forget what it's called. But they're Gore-Tex. And, you know, I took them out here to Alaska. I've been doing some pretty serious hiking and beating the crap out of them. You know, they've stood up pretty well. Looks like I'm getting kind of low on tread here. But one thing I am not impressed with, and the reason why I'm not going to give them a good review, is the waterproofing. The Gore-Tex does not work. These things are getting sopping wet, and then they weigh 10 pounds each. Like, maybe not 10 pounds each, but they're really heavy. And it takes literally hours upon hours upon hours to dry on a boot dryer that's actually pumping warm air in here. And they're just not drying. This part will dry out quickly, but this leather part, it just gets wet and it stays wet, and it goes right through it immediately. I think I've owned Walmart boots that have been better waterproofing than this. I don't know if I got a lemon, but that's that. Other than that, I mean, they walk fairly good and they're pretty comfy most times. I have a pair of Superfeet in them. These things are pretty cool. But as for these boots, I don't think I would buy another pair of these again. Just not impressed. So that's the review in a nutshell. If you have any questions on the review or want to know more information on the gear, let me know and I can answer it. I'm using it still, even the stuff I don't like. So let me know of any questions, and please subscribe to me. I'm doing a video blog of my Alaskan days. Thanks for watching.